Hey guys, welcome to How to Tuesday with your host, Jennifer Amazon. And every Tuesday, I would like to offer a video about something like instructional or how to about art, about the fields that could hopefully help you in your artistic journey. Now, it's going to be open, so you can always offer suggestions about something that you're interested in learning about, and hopefully I can help you get there. So let's get started. I would like to talk to you about how to become a better artist, and I'm going to give you some advice here. Now, first off, who am I to give you advice? Well, my friends, I have been an art teacher for 15 years, and that thought actually kept me up a couple of nights ago that I've been doing this for 15 years, and I can't believe it. Yeah, so I have a lot of experience teaching different age groups and populations, and I've come across a lot of things in my journey as an art teacher that I can share with you. And the first thing I want to kind of bring up before I get into the advice part is this whole notion of being talented. I hate this word. I really, really hate this word. The idea that you just woke up and you can create this amazing masterpiece by just, flicking your hands and it's magic. It's BS. It really is. The difference from one person to another is where you're putting your energy into. So it's not about talent. You weren't born a certain way. You may have been born with an affinity for art, a natural inclination to create, but it was your determination. It was the effort that you put into it determines your quality of work. And it's the same thing, and I use this comparison a lot about being physically fit and being artistically awesome. Those bodybuilders or, people like The Rock, let's talk about him. He didn't wake up like that. He wasn't born that way. You have to train yourself. You have to be dedicated. You have to pick up the weights. You have to do your cardio. You have to eat proper. You have to train. And it's the same thing with art. If you're not eat, sleep, live art, then it's not going to be there. We all go through a natural artistic progression. I think I might have mentioned this in another video. Uh, yeah, so there's this whole creative development that occurs from birth to, let's say, around your adolescence, and from that point on, it's stagnant. It's up to you at that point to progress. So keep that in mind, that it's not about talent, it's about hard work. So with that said, let's get to our tips. All right, number one, first thing I want you to do is to keep a sketchbook, please. Keep a sketchbook. This is so important. Many famous artists are known for carrying around sketchbooks, but that's not why I'm telling you to do it. It's because you need to be ready to create art no matter where you go. You need to find time to make it sort of an everyday experience. So if you are hanging out at well, let's say you're at a coffee shop, you're waiting for a friend, or you're at the dentist office, you know, just waiting to be seen. Instead of scrolling through your stupid phone, pick up your sketchbook and do a drawing. It's important that you're sort of like on the ready, and you may be inspired in places that you may not think, it may be an inspirational place for you. So it's important to keep that, and to keep the mindset of the need to be creating art, to be thinking artistically. Now, as far as what type of sketchbook you should have, I say have a couple. I have several sketchbooks, and they're all for specific purposes. I keep a larger book with toned paper in there for when I want to do ink stuff. A large sketchbook for, obviously larger sketches, things that I want to flesh out more. And then, I picked up this guy right here. I have a couple of small books like this so that I always have it like in my purse or in my book bag. If I know I'm going to the playground or to the park, I'll keep it with me. That way it's super small, it's easy to carry. These don't have to be precious drawings. They don't have to be perfection. They need to be sort of um, like an experiment. Have it be like your secret laboratory where you're working on ideas and you're brewing up these different concoctions, or maybe you wanted to try a different medium. So keep that in mind too. The quality of the paper that you have will determine what you can use in the book. So if you want to use wet mediums, then you're going to need a thicker paper or something stronger that can withstand, the water treatment. So keep the sketchbook, have it be ideas that are sort of flowing and evolving that you can then use it to create your larger works. Now, my next tip for you, tip number 2, kind of goes along with number 1. You need to be drawing daily. If you can't do it daily, then keep it consistent. Have it. I really think you should try and do daily. I don't even do daily. I need to take my own advice, but I'm trying. I'm working on that. It needs to happen on a consistent basis. You can't expect to draw once a month, but that's going to help you. It's not. Eating a salad once a month isn't going to help you lose weight if you're eating cheeseburgers the rest of the month. You need to, you need to commit. It's time to say, this is what I want, and I'm going to work for it. So open up that sketchbook and do something every day, or, get on the canvas or Photoshop, whatever your, medium is. You need to really practice your craft. It's the only way that you're ever gonna get better is you have to do the work. You have to set aside, maybe you set aside 20 minutes a day on like a lunch break, or, going on the train. I remember when I would travel for like an hour and a half to go to college in, New York City. So I always had my sketchbook out, and, it doesn't have to necessarily be from life, from the people around you, but it has to be, going towards the goal of what it is that you want to achieve as an artist. So please draw all the time. It's the only way you're going to get better. If you take any of my advice, let that be the one. Okay, number 3. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. So let's say you know the type of art you want to make, you know the field you want to go into, then you need to find people who are doing what you love and stalk them. Art stalk them. Don't like go to their house and take pictures. Creepy stalk. We live in a fantastic time where we have the internet at our disposal, and we can find all these artists and we can see what they're doing. They're on Tumblr, they're on Instagram, they're active in their community, online, as well as attending shows. So you need to look into these people and see, what are they doing, not just stylistically in their art, but who are they working for? How did they get there? Are they offering tutorials? Are they sharing, any sort of information about their process? I would really look into, digging deeper into their sort of path, and, branch out. Just don't stare at one artist, but study a couple. See the spectrum of the field it is that you want to get into, and see, well, how did these people get there? Understand that you cannot walk in their footsteps. You're not going to be able to do the same exact thing. So that's why I say look at a couple, because everyone has a completely different journey. And by seeing how they got there, it may inspire you to kind of, okay, maybe try this thing out, or, go into this group here, and you'll find your own way, at some point. I'd like to think so. um, so yeah, stalk your artists that you love, draw on a consistent basis, try every day, try, and then keep a sketchbook. I hope this helps you, and realize that it's not just a quick fix. You need to put the work into it. You need to commit yourself to it. Because anything, worth doing is going to be a challenge. And I'm actually going to be putting out a little ebook with more, more advice on this topic. And when I'm ready with that, I'll link it down below, and you can, follow that and read more in-depth information. So yeah, so this is the end of my tips, and I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you want to see next week. I'm open to suggestions. I do have some things planned, but of course I would love to hear what you want to know about. I had the experience. Let's hear it. Okay, so you better go draw now. All right. Bye.